Good morning, beautiful souls. I hope everyone is doing wonderful today. I'm choosing to create heaven and earth here for myself. And it is really, really hard. It's a daily balance. It's daily lifestyle that I'm doing. I'm choosing to live the sacred path of love, live through my heart, listen to my soul. It's really, really hard. But here I am. It'll be, I think, my fifth video. I think it's my fifth video. Holy cow. I'm trying to figure out the lengths and stuff like that, what works. So thank you so much for bearing with me. Today's message of the day, I believe that all of us are tree of life. So we are nature, we are love, we are energy, we are the God frequency. We are not just these humans in these costumes, and internally we're more than that. And how do we balance that energetic field of who we truly are and then being here on earth? So that's where we're at for today. It is the divine message of the day is standing tall in your own authentic selves. What does that mean? It's to live life sacred path of love. It is choosing to allow yourself to live through your heart portal, to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be loving towards yourself. My motto is love, patience, grace, and compassion. When was the last time you were able to give yourself some love, patience, grace, and compassion during a time of need or during a chaotic time? The person who cut you off, that's all frequency. Yesterday's Yesterday's message, or I guess I posted it this morning too. The last video was about projections. And the projection is the fact that we are just throwing poop at each other, right? Because we feel yucky inside and we're just throwing yuck at each other. We're projecting our yuck that's we're feeling in here, our negative energy, our traumas onto each other. Well, how do we stop? You stop by choosing to be grateful that you're alive, that you have your breath of life. When you're breathing, that is a gift from the world, from the universe, from God energy. I personally, I guess it's time to come out and say, I do believe in God, but I believe in God as an energy, as a lifestyle, as a way of embodying who you are with the ethereal, non-existent energy field that we all know about it. We know about quantum physics. We know all of these scientific things, yet we're still stuck on this thing when we're looking at a human that is coming to rescue us. It's not. It's the energy, the God energy, and you who are going to rescue you. 2 videos back, one of mine was the message of the day was my temple is within me. It cannot be destroyed. What does that mean? That means that when we embody the God energy, the frequency of love, which is the highest frequency that there is, it's the God energy. Christ consciousness, that's the mindset. That is choosing to align your spirit of love, that frequency that you create, with your mind, your Christ consciousness, to reduce your projections onto others, but to be grateful for what you have and where you're at, for learning. Being able to swap your mindset from life is happening to me versus taking responsibility and saying, yeah, I screwed up. I need to apologize. And the first person that you need to apologize to is yourself. I had to do that. I had to forgive myself. And I'm still forgiving myself because I fell off the wagon. But we're human and we're trying to balance. We're trying to dance with ourselves. We're trying to remember all of these things that we learn. Yet we don't give enough credit to ourselves to realize that we are learning. So we don't give ourselves LPGC. We just are angry. We're frustrated. Every single time we try to learn something new, we're afraid of failure. Well, why is that? Because inside, we feel like if we fail, we're not good enough because so-and-so said, you failed, you're crap. Oh, you failed at this, I'm going to leave you. Oh, you failed at that, oh, you're a loser. All of that is up here, and it's all a mindset. And I truly believe that coming down into your love, your heart, into the God frequency, the temple within, will slowly align your mind, your body, and your spirit. Your body is usually, at least in my case, my body is the last to catch up. My process has been, I feel it, and I'm like, okay, and I journal, and I go do the mirror work. I do the process of my shadow work. Okay, this happened. Okay, why do I feel this? And I'll get into this as time goes by. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to have the courage, even though my brain says it's fearful, anxiety, scary, this is different. You don't know the unknown. But I bring myself back to breath, to gratitude, to mirror if I have to. Think, okay, courage to me is not the absence of fear. It's choosing to walk through that fear while you have it. And that your body has no choice to follow. Your body needs to be trained. Your heart needs to be trained. Your mind needs to be trained to think differently, to feel differently, to be different. It's not an overnight thing. So anyways, gratitude. A few years ago, I had this about gratitude. The reason I started on gratitude is because Thanksgiving every single year comes through. And we're only grateful for one day a year. Not even one day a year. It's like for 30 seconds as we go around the table what we're grateful for, and then we chuck it out. And then we go trample each other at Walmart or whatever store or online. We have been conditioned to just wham, bam, 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 go, go, go. We're in survival mode. We're in a shit show. We feel like crap inside. What are we going to do about it? How are we going to change feeling depression, anxiety, body shakes, trauma? Whenever we see that person, like, oh, I have to see that person again. I know how they are. But guess what? I'm 99% sure that person's probably thinking the same thing about you. So stop worrying about what they're doing. They're projecting their yuck onto you. So all you have to do is choose to take control of yourself. Take control of your body. Take control of your mind. Take control of your spirit. Take control of who you are and who you're meant to be in this beautiful world. You are a sparkle of energy. You are a ball of field of energy. You are, in the Bible, it talks about, I blank obviously now. Anyways, that's going to be a later thing, I guess. I do believe the Bible has a lot of great messages. It's just been also left out a lot of stuff. It's left out parts about Mary Magdalene. It's left out the parts about living your life through your heart portal. It's left out the feminine energies. All of us have that. And that's why balancing inside and balancing the feminine and masculine energies within, it's a process. It's a lifetime process. And as humans, we're expecting ourselves to be perfect, up to everyone's standards, to be approved by everyone, to be loved by everyone. And we put on all of these masks that are not us. And then at the end of the day, we're laying there in bed, and I've done this. We're laying there in bed going through our whole entire day. And everything that we have done, we shoulda, coulda, woulda done this, or, oh, I can't believe I said that. That was such a stupid thing. Like, we all do that. You're killing yourself. I'm going to tell you that. That mindset is killing you. The time that your body, your mind, and your spirit is there to rejuvenate, to rest, that is the time to say what you're grateful for. Maybe write down one line a day of what brought you joy. That one small sparkle that brought you excitement. That is how we should be ending our day. That is the sacred path of love. That is choosing to do something different that's weird. But that's how it's going to get us out. Those small little baby changes. Those changes affect your frequency. That frequency starts raising with one little thing. And then it's going to make you change this little thing. And then it's going to change this thing. And 6 months from now, even a month from now, you are going to be a shining light. You're going to be a shining light for someone else. That depression, that anxiety, that yucky feeling inside of you, that's your heart and your soul trying to tell you, hey, come on. I need you to do something different. Please, I'm here. I'm longing to live life to the fullest. That's what it's doing. But we ignore our body. We ignore what our soul's telling us. We ignore love because we're expecting externally to feel love, yet we're getting projected crap onto us. What? At the end of the day, if you stand tall in who you are, just like I am standing tall in who I am, and I realize that people's projections, I'm not going to allow them to hurt me because they see life at a different lens than I do. So why am I going to make them see my lens and my point of view when we're all individual snowflakes? We're individually beautiful. We're each individually at different frequencies. Our souls have different paths. Logically, when you break it down like that, why do we even beat ourselves up? Why do we choose to be angry? Why do we choose to be angry at ourselves? Why do we choose to run away from ourselves? I know, because it's hard. It's hard to look deep inside of us. It's hard to take responsibility. It is hard to not react, to get triggered when someone acts the way that they do. But it's a multi-level process. It takes time. It takes courage. It takes wanting something different for yourself. The next sentence. It's having a different mindset. Choosing to not allow others' projections of them to hurt you. Protecting your energy, aka your currency, your vibrations. So it's having a different mindset. And when you choose to have a different mindset, you're opening up your heart. And you are also protecting your energy. You're able to feel fuller. You're able to feel just different. And it's really hard to explain when you start to connect the little dots of how reality truly works. Not the illusion that we've been living in, but the reality of everything is energy. Everything is sacred. Everything is vibrations. Everything is love. Everything is sacred. So we're not just humans. There's more to us just than us. We're made in the image of, aka image of God. We're energy of God. We are love. We are the love frequency. We are unconditional love. So when we're able to, and we choose to believe that that is the case, and it took me a hot minute to get there, and it's scary, but I chose to believe and chose to lean into the love frequency, to open up my heart. But it took me 2 years to get here. It took me 2 years to feel okay. It took me 2 years of daily practice, and it's still taking me. And it's a lifestyle. It's a journey. There is no destination. And the thing is, for all we know, could be multiple lifetimes. This is a continuation of my previous lifetime, of my life journey that I didn't finish. I don't know, but I don't care. I don't care, because the most important thing is being here in the present moment. You know, it is choosing to be you, but be you with the love frequency, to be, being authentic, being the authentic you, standing tall in your own authentic self. And to do that, you have to be able to put aside all the external noise, all the external traumas, all of the external voices that you hear from people, from your ego, from your mind, who's trying to tell you, no, this is crazy. Why would you want to do this? We're perfect. We're great. We're happy. Look. But inside there's something going, oh, no, I don't want that. This is crap. And it's a fight between your old self and your new self, between your hell inside of your mind and the hell you've created outside, and your heaven inside, and your heaven on earth. And that's why it's a multi-level, multi-mind, body, and spirit. It's an energetical field that you're balancing and you're creating. But you can't do that unless you soften and you give yourself love, patience, grace, and compassion on this journey, to know that it takes time to be gentle to yourself, to embody you. There is no right path. There is no wrong thing to do. The wrong thing, well, actually, yeah, there is. I will say the wrong thing is to hide under the rock and pretend that nothing's wrong when you do have that feeling. You're seeing this video. You might be triggered. You might be annoyed. You might be frustrated. You might be coming up with every single excuse telling me, Ksenia, you don't understand. You don't know my life. You don't know what the hell I've been through. You don't know all the people. You don't know what my childhood was like. Well, you could say the same thing about mine. What do you know about me? You don't know what I've been through. You don't know my hurts. You don't know the shit I've been through. My shit does not invalidate your shit. And your shit should not invalidate mine. Because we're all on our own paths. Our souls, our vibrational frequency chose certain lessons, because we're in a school of earth. We're here to learn. We're here to envelop, to change, to evolve, to just like the energy and the quantum physics. We're doing this. We're contracting and we're expanding. We're here to expand, to learn. We're not here to just wallow in our shit. And we've been taught that for decades, centuries. This has been going on forever. And everything that has to go up needs to fall down. And that is what's happening. All of this that has been piling on, all of this crap, pile, it's coming down. And here we are. It's what you choose to do with it and what I choose to do with it. And it's hard because we have to take responsibility for who we are. And it's choosing to think differently. It's choosing to open your heart to like, hey, maybe things are different. Maybe what I've been told and taught in Bible school is wrong. Maybe it is part right. And that's the thing. I've always resonated with going to church, with God, but I didn't. That's the thing. It's like I did, but I didn't. I felt that energy. I felt that empowerment, that yes, I got this. But I did not relate to the messages. I relate to Mary Magdalene's message. I relate to the messages that are inside the Bible, little here and there. I relate to vibrations. I relate to what I have experienced by putting the God, changing my viewpoint, my mindset from the God person that's judging me, telling me what I'm doing wrong. All of these things going, you must follow this Bible or you're going to hell. Yet we're all living in hell. And I'm going to pretty much say most of us some of us that went to church, we're great, we're happy, but we're also suppressing. We're also not feeling. We're also not embodying our authentic selves because we're giving that power to someone else when we should technically be accepting that power. Miracles, all of that. I agree with those, but do you know why? Because it's all energy. It's all the intention behind it. It's all of the same stuff. It's just we've put labels. We've put labels based on what religion and what part of the world you're in. We've put in labels on people choosing to live different, people choosing to be someone else, and you're not in the image of them, therefore you're bad. But that's projection. But what if we take what the God Bible and all of that little messages of the temples within you, heaven and hell, it's a mindset, and that mindset gets projected outwards into your life. And that's how reality truly works. And it's hard to understand, it's hard to process. And I am just now finally getting comfortable with saying, I trust God, but I trust God as a frequency. I trust God as an energy field, as me. I am a goddess. I am the God frequency. I am Christ consciousness. I am me. I am a beautiful, divine human being. I am a spiritual being having a human experience. And how do I choose to have this human experience? With opening my heart, loving, embodying that beautiful God frequency of unconditional love. And I take that and then I choose to rewire my brain to where I understand that people are projecting their yuck onto me, and that's okay. I'm just going to send them love. And the reason I'm going to send them love and blessings and forgive them for what they're doing is because I know at the end of the day that energy is going to come back to me. It's going to be, because what goes around comes around. All of these sayings that we have chucked to the side, they're here for a reason. Because someone has discovered that. Someone had unearthed the true reality. And Nicola Tesla talks about if you want to understand the world, understand it in the frequency and the energy. And that's what I've been doing. It doesn't take away from you. It doesn't take away from God. It doesn't take away from the person who you are and who you have been. Because you needed to learn those lessons. You needed to feel that yuck to get to where you're at now. And I hope today's message was beautiful for you. I'm really trying to learn how to reduce these videos. But yeah, you are, standing tall in our own authentic selves, and our God frequency, and our Christ consciousness, and we're created in the image of God. That's a frequency. We are human. Jesus and Mary Magdalene were here. They were here to spread the divine message. She was the first person that, when he resurrected, he talked to her. He gave her a divine message to spread and to be. But by that time, men, they didn't want to listen to a lady. They didn't want to listen to a woman. And some questioned her. Why Why didn't he just get here and tell us this message? Why is he trusting you, a woman? Well, some of the disciples did defend her, but then they were exiled. She was exiled. Women have always been looked down upon. And I truly believe that if the message back however long ago, if that message of divine femininity and that energies, the divine feminine within and the divine masculine, the message of that both are just as important to live, and everyone is one. Source is within all of us. Source, God energies in this. The message is in this. You just have to choose how do you look at the mindset, because our mind separates. Our heart, our soul, our God frequency is here to connect. It's to bring everyone back together. That's why I do believe the Bible is misconstrued, because it's there to bring us together, but yet it's there to separate us. And do you know why? It's the projection of who teaches it. It's a projection of what's in there, and it's always a he. Women are sluts, we're whores, we're sinful, all of these things. Go figure that we can't even stand up for ourselves. Go figure that we get looked down upon. Go figure that we're all doing that to each other, because we are afraid of love. We are afraid of love. We are afraid of feeling. We've been taught to not feel. We have been taught to suppress. We are all trying something new, because most of us, all of these people that are coming out in videos just like me, we're tired of being tired. We're tired of this hell on earth, and we're choosing to do something different to make our life better. And with that, we realize that we're one with everyone, and that with all of the bazillion people out here and energies, that the only energy that truly matters is our own. That's all that ever mattered, is our own energy. It's who we are. It is our authentic self, our unique God frequency that's within us. It is rewiring and reconditioning and just being different. And it's scary. But hey, let's do this. We all, I'm 99% sure that most of us who make this content now, content creators, which I've always looked down upon them, up until about 2 years ago when I started to truly open my mind and listen to the messages. And I realized that when you open your heart to trying something different, you open your mind to think differently, and open your body to listen to what someone else has to say, I felt peace, because this message was for me. This person is spreading their gift for me. And that is a beautiful place to be and to feel. To feel that your self, your inner self is projecting, because now you're changing your frequency within, and you're projecting that frequency out, saying, hey, I need some help. I want to learn something else. And you choose to learn something different, and things change. But it doesn't change when you are like this. When you've contracted and you're so fearful, nothing can come in. You're just no energy, no frequency, nothing is going to come in, and you're just sitting here like this. And that, I've been there, and that is a hard place to be. But it's also hard to try something new. It's also hard to see differently, to put your walls down, to be vulnerable. But I believe everyone can do it. It takes time. It takes courage. And courage is not the absence of fear. It's just choosing to lean into yourself and say that, hey, I got this. So my 10-minute video went turn into 30. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the divine message of the day. I am excited to be here. I thank y'all for being here. And yeah, so sending so much love, light, and many blessings to everyone. Thank you so much for being here on this channel, the sacred path of love. I don't know what I'm doing. I am just taking it moment by moment because I know this present moment is a gift from God. My breath is precious. My body is a temple, and I have a temple within me. And the God frequency always comes out. It's whether or not you allow it to come out. And it's hard to allow it to come out. But I'm here, and I am truly trying to make my heaven on earth a little at a time. And I know you can do it too. And I send you so much love, blessings, and y'all have a blessed day.